Everything is starting to come together. By the end of tomorrow's video, you'll have the full vision for how to work on reversing your burnout. Right now, we know this. We must solve problems to remove our penalties, which lowers our burden, which makes life easier. And that gives us more capacity to solve more problems. But here's the obvious question. Where do we even start? We need a way to prioritize. And the simplest way to think about it is this. Where can I spend my effort to eliminate the most future penalties? In other words, what gives me the highest return on my effort? There are two factors to consider: how many penalties a problem is generating and how easy it is to solve. Start with penalties. If you had one loan at 5% interest and then you went to a loan shark and you had a 300% interest loan, you would probably attack the 300% loan first, right? Now that sounds extreme, but some problems in our life really do function that extremely. The garage example is one. If you lost 10 minutes a day to shuffling around in your garage every day for a year, that is 60 hours lost on a problem that we said would only take you 20 hours to fix, right? 300% interest. Some problems are even worse. The classic PT example is being behind on your notes. It creates a compounding cycle of penalties. More unfinished notes leads to worse focus, which makes it harder to stay caught up, which makes it easier to get even farther behind. The penalties stack quickly. So when choosing what to work on, we bias towards high penalty problems. If you're behind on your notes and your bookshelf is not organized, don't start with the bookshelf. But we also have a second factor. How solvable is the problem through your own effort? Some of the highest penalty problems in your life might be corporate expectations or poor leadership or a chronic health condition. Those could be super real, but they're often extremely difficult or even impossible to change directly, especially early on in the journey. And that makes them poor initial targets. Some problems are actually best handled by temporarily avoiding them, or even permanently. You don't have to solve everything. Instead, you're usually better off focusing on more solvable problems, things that are within your control, and removing those penalties, and you gain margin that way. The goal is to look at both factors simultaneously, looking for the low-hanging fruit, where you can solve a high penalty problem easily, and moving down the list from there. And that's the guiding principle. Effort for effort. Choose the problems that you can solve that eliminate the most penalties. Getting the ordering right, or even just better, is one of two main keys. And we'll discuss the second key tomorrow.